evening and welcome to Your News Now Sports. I'm Dylan Tyson.
And I'm Tony Quach. It's week 14 of the high school football season, and state berths are on the line as our 10 local teams compete across 7 regional championship games.
We'll start in Division 7, where the Marion Local Flyers compete in their 13th consecutive regional title game. Not to mention, they've won 12 of the last 13 appearances, their only loss coming in 2021. This is their first time meeting Ansonia in that stretch. The Tigers finished second in the regular season AP poll behind only, you guessed it, Marion Local. Scoreless into the second quarter, Ethan Heitkamp takes the handoff and punches it in. Flyers on the board first, 7-0, but very uncharacteristic for Marion Local. Those were their only points of the first half. But Coach Goodwin got them tuned up during halftime. Flyers get the opening kickoff, and Kyle Oddie is off to the races. He's past midfield and will take it all the way down inside the Tigers' 10-yard line. 2 plays later, Ethan Heitkamp does it again. It's a quick 14-0 lead for Marion Local, and just moments later, Flyers again in the red zone make it a hat trick for Ethan Heitkamp, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And Tony, how about Marion Local putting up 41 in the second half of a regional title game, no less? They're headed back to state, 48-0. They'll take on the winner of the Region 28 final between a couple of 11-2 programs, Macomb, 2018 champs, and Patrick Henry, 2019 champs. They're the ones out in front for the first half. Lincoln Krager connects with Thomas Smith, the first of 3 touchdowns for the duo tonight. Pats lead 18-13, and this battle continued. 4th quarter, Krager finds Houston Miranda, and the air raid continues. Pats up 40-26, but Macomb's not done yet. Braxton Althauser did it all for the Panthers. A pick 6, a rushing touchdown, and now 1 through the air to make it a 7-point game. Then it's Chase Woodruff barreling in to make it 40-39. All they need is the extra point, but they're backed up by a penalty. And it's no good. Patrick Henry back to the state semifinals, facing off with Marion Local at Spartan Stadium next Friday.
Wow, Dylan, how about some D6 action? Making our way over to Hancock County. It's a rematch between NWC foes as Bluffton battles Columbus Grove. The Dogs are looking to return to state in back-to-back seasons, while the Pirates are still seeking their first state berth since 1991. Second quarter, Grove leads by 3. Landon Best hands it off to Trent Barraza, and the NWC Offensive Player of the Year muscles his way into the end zone for 6. Grove goes up 10-0 after the extra point. Less than 3 to play in the half. We run it back again. Best to Barraza. This Bulldog Jr. cuts through a sea of Pirates, and just like that, Columbus Grove goes up 17-0. To the 3rd quarter, Bluffton trails 17-3. They're looking for their first touchdown of the game, but Zach Reynolds says, not on my watch. He comes up huge with the interception in the end zone. Grove takes over. But Bluffton would get another chance in the 4th. Garrett Bogart takes it in for a 1-yard rush. He makes this a 17-10 game. But Dylan, the last team standing is Columbus Grove. They are back-to-back Region 22 champions, and they will play the winner of this next game. MAC foes meet in Sydney as Anna and Versailles lock up once again. Week 7 saw the Tigers come out on top, 41-14. In the 1st quarter, Tigers are going for it on 4th down, but Anna's defense was too much for Versailles, and the Rockets forced a turnover on downs. To the 2nd, Tigers are back in the red zone. Michael Osborne hands it off to Ross Francis, and he gets the score. Tigers lead 7-0. Versailles is back in business once again. Osborne takes it himself, and he extends his team's lead. Tigers go up 14-0. But they're not done yet. With 6 seconds left before halftime, Osborne to Lane Bergman for the touchdown. It must be deja vu because the Tigers go on to win 41-14 again over the Rockets. Versailles will face Columbus Grove in the state semifinals in Wapakoneta next Friday.
Welcome back. We move now to Division 5, where one local team remains. The Coldwater Cavaliers are out for vengeance, taking on the team that ended their campaign last season, Liberty Center. Now, these teams meet again on the same Spartan Stadium turf, but this time for the regional championship. The 12-1 Cavs hope this contest with the undefeated Tigers will be closer than last year's shocking 34-point shutout. Coldwater defense holds the Tigers scoreless through the 1st quarter, aided by A.J. Harlemer with the outstretched interception. Now it's up to the offense to get things going. Just outside of the red zone, Cavs face a 4th and 12, but they're not backing down. Balin Blockberger finds Mason Welsh, and he's dragged down at the 2. 2 plays later, fullback Jack Ebbing plows ahead. No shutout this year. The Cavs have a 2nd quarter lead, 7-0. But we skip ahead to the fourth quarter because that Liberty Center rush attack has been brutal. They lead 14-7 with goal to go, but on back-to-back plays, Coldwater notches tackles for loss. That last one by Brady Layfeld, and this one from Will Berry. The Tigers are held to a field goal, but leave the Cavs with only 4 minutes to play, and they just can't make it happen. For the second straight year, their season ends at the hands of Liberty Center, this time 17-7.
Celina meets Baited in Trotwood in the D3 regional final. During the Dogs' 3-game winning streak, Celina has outscored their opponents 117-55. In the first quarter, Celina trails 6-0, but not for long. Braylon Gabus calls his own number, and he shrugs off his defenders. He punches it in for the 6th. Bulldogs lead 7-6 after the PAT. Later in the second quarter, Bulldogs are knocking on the door once more. Gabus with the fake, he fires into the end zone. Nick Newell gets the touchdown. Celina goes up 14-12. We're still in the second. Gabus takes it up the gut for the score. Celina now goes up 21-12. In the closing moments of the first half, it's who else? Gabus again with the ball. He takes it as close as the 1-yard line. They would score once more before halftime, and the Dogs win this game 37-25 and punch their ticket to the D3 Final Four.
And finally tonight, Celina is set to take on the winner of the Region 11 championship. The Chieftains are on their deepest playoff run since 1999, doing it as the 7th seed. But that was the year they lost in the regional final to this same Bishop Watterson team. However, third quarter, Bell Fountain's in front 7-6 as Tavian St. Clair hits Riley Neer in stride 43 yards. 2 plays later, St. Clair play action to C.J. Wilson for an 11-yard touchdown. After the extra point is blocked, they lead 13-6. But those would be their final points. Watterson scores twice in the second half, and Bell Fountain finishes the year 11-3, falling 19-13.
What an action-packed night of football as usual. Dylan, count them. 5 local teams. Well, I put up 2 hands, but 5 local teams still alive, man.
All right, we'll have more action next week, continuing our state Final Four coverage. But for now, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be back after the break.